This is Donna from Donna's Creative Space, and today I'm here for my Facebook Live, but I'm doing something a little different. I have made 4 cards, and I'm going to offer this as a real quick little mini class kit. Did you get that? A little mini class kit. So what that means is from now, or actually if anybody ordered since April 16th, until the end of the month, if you shop online with me and use my host code 7QKTMFDT at donnasingleton.stampinup.net, you will get a kit sent to you to make one of each of these cards. Now, so this is what I'm calling this, like a mini virtual card class kit. All right, so these are the 4 cards I used to make this. I used the Hey Birthday Chick and I used the Hey Chick card stamp set. They each came out with, now Hey Chick, this is the new number 158190. I got this way back in 2017 during Celebration, but Stampin' Up! Brought it back this year. And they also brought in this Hey Birthday Chick. And if that wasn't good enough, they brought in these dies to go with them. So they might be a little glaring, but I'm going to show you all those. But I believe they're still going to be available through the end of May. And but they are so cute. I actually should check. I'm not sure if they're in the new catalog. Let me see. I don't think so. I think I already looked them up, but I can't remember. Oh, so this one is in the new catalog. So this is a carryover. The Hey Chick is not, though. All right, so if you want the Hey Chick, you should try to get it now before it's gone. I think they are guaranteeing them. Hello, Cindy. How are you? Oh, thank you for sharing. So this may be ending at the end of the month, at the end of May. And this is in the new catalog, so that's great. So like I said, this is going to be a virtual card class, so this will be a little bit longer than my usual 45 minutes because I want to make these 4 cards for you. And then any orders that I get before through April 30th using my code is going to get one each of these card kits, so you can make these yourself at home, and then you can just go back to this Facebook Live and watch the video again. Or if you have all the supplies already, go for it, make it now. Hi, Christine. Oh, thank you. Hi, Alice from Indiana. Nice to see you guys here. Thank you for sharing, Christine. So like I said, so that's what I said. I probably shouldn't have talked at the very beginning. Now I know why some people get on their YouTubes and they just kind of kill time and chat and everything. It's probably because it takes a little while for everybody to get logged on. It took me a little while to get logged on today. So, and I'm trying to clean up my spot as I'm chatting with you. But so like I said, this is my virtual card class to go for the end of April. I already did my ice cream cone class, sweet ice cream it was called, for the beginning of April. So this is a virtual one, so there won't be any written instructions. There'll just be this Facebook Live, and I'll also upload this to YouTube. So anyway, I used these 2 stamp sets and the dies, right? And as I go through them, I'll show you which I used for what. And I did a lot of the stamping ahead of time because I colored with the Stampin' blends, and I find that if you let it sit, hi Alice, thank you for sharing. I find if you let it sit, after I stamp with Memento ink, but it's best to let it sit a little while so that it really dries before you start blending, because I was just finishing up on one card and I noticed it bled a little there, so I used my my color lift. In fact, I'm going to do it again to really get some more of that ink out, and then I'll go back in later with the daffodil. So we're going to make, we'll let that one sit. So we're going to make this one first. Now, if you don't have the dies, you can go ahead and cut, fussy cut by hand. But I can't, because I can't fussy cut them ahead of time. I mean, I can't die cut it for you ahead of time because you'd have to stamp the shape first. It would be really hard for you to get it exact. So I will give you a piece of paper big enough to stamp your chicken balloon, and then you can go ahead and either fussy cut it, or if you have the die cuts. So this one, you're going to get all the die cuts for everything else. As long as I don't have to stamp it, they will be in the card kit. So the little bow tie and this fence will be all die cut for you. This happy birthday will be die cut for you. And this shape here is die cut for you. And this big circle is die cut. And I'm going to also emboss for you. And then this die cut shape will be cut for you, and I will show you how to excuse me, how I fishtail this or banner cut it, and I can do that before I send the kits out. All right, so I hope you will be interested in doing this. Just place an order and you'll get this for free. All right, so I said we're going to do this one first, so I'll show you. Now this one, she comes from the Hey Birthday Chick and the Birthday Dies. All right. So what I used in this one, let me get the little basket of stuff. I did use this retiring ribbon. This is the Daffodil Delight ruched ribbon. I think that's what, is that what it's called? I think it's called the ruched ribbon. Yeah. If I'm saying it right, ruched ribbon. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Good morning. Oh, thank you. So this ribbon here is retiring, and it's online for only $3. I love this ribbon. It's so pretty, and it makes such cute little bows, which I already made a bow for this. Because like I said, I did a lot ahead of time because I want to be able to get through the cards. And most of you already know how to stamp. So, me showing you, I will stamp, but I'm not gonna, I have them already stamped and cut so I can color in front of you. So let me get sorry for all the noise. I want to get my grid paper out so that you can look at this. And like I said, I'll send out these card kits right at the beginning of May, because obviously if you have till April 30th to shop with me and get these for free. And, but it's not like my regular monthly card kit to go. That one you get 2 each of everything. But this you'll get 1 each, but everything will be cut except for the things that you have to stamp first. So like I said, this is retiring, this Daffodil Delight ruched ribbon. And let's see. So we need this little, I'm going to call her a lady. Now, I'm using an old punch, which I happen to really like, and I forget what it was called. I think it was called like washi tape or something punch, but I just liked it a lot, and I never got rid of it, and since I'm going to cut this for you, I figured I could use it. If you are making these at home and not getting my kits, you can just use a straight piece of Whisper White, which I will tell you it is about 2 inches, a little more than 2 inches, 2 by 5. I'm sorry, not 5, 5/8. 2 inches by 5/8, in case you want to make it yourself. All right, so let's see. So we have a card base. We have 2 pieces of, this is from the Ice Cream Cone Designer Series paper, and those are 3-inch squares, and we have an inside piece and a piece for stamping the sentiment. All right, and I already made a bow, and like I told you, I already stamped this because I just don't, I like to really let it sit to use the stamping blends. And on the inside, I did a little stamping also. So we need our little splatter. I've been playing with this. We need the happy birthday. We need this little splatter. Where did I put that? Oh my goodness. Because I used it on another card too. And I just used it too. It's probably right in front of my face. But I will find it. And let's see. Oh, here it is. It's right where it should be, over with the ink. I'm using Calypso Coral ink and Memento ink. All my chicks and little eggs and stuff are stamped with Memento, but this background we're going to stamp with Calypso Coral. So I think I'm in the image area. So let's do this. So if you were stamping at home, if you were doing this at home, you're going to, in my kit, I'm going to give you like oh, I got ink all over my fingers. You'll have a nice clean piece, I promise. So this stamp here, I'm going to ink up, and I'm going to show you, you know, what you're doing for inking it, but you don't want to, let's see, I'll do it on this side. So I'll give you a big enough piece for this here, and just hold it there for a second, and then lift it straight up. So now, like I said, let this dry. Now, I like to color before I cut them out, because it's easier to hold the piece of paper and everything. But because I wanted it to dry, I went ahead and cut mine out already with the dies. All right, so that you'd want to set aside. All right, now let's start with our base. I'm going to fold it in half, and where is my bone folder? My goodness, I swear, it's like the little elves come in and hide things on me. I have a second one over here, so I'll just use that. All right, so I'm going to crease that, and I'm going to use Calypso Coral. Let's see, I'm just looking at my screen to make sure that it's still taping or recording. I'm using this little kind of party shape. It looks like confetti, little confetti up in the air with little streamers and stuff. And I'm going to go all around the edge of my card. Now, we are going to put something on the middle, so you don't have to worry about it too much. Although, you do want to make sure, and you can turn it around at different angles as you go around. I'll show you what I was just talking about when I get to the end. So if you go all around the edge, like so, you're going to want to make sure you have something in this corner, like in this inner area. You want to make sure you have something in these little areas. All right, do you see what I mean? If you went all the way around the edge, you still want to do here, 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 and here, because the way we put on our 3-inch squares, it will hide it. It will show like an empty space. So on the inside, I put top left and bottom right corner, I just put this just a little confetti on the inside. All right, and then we're done with the Calypso Coral, and I can put that away. So, Let's Celebrate You is the first stamp that we're going to use. First sentiment. And I am using it in another one, so it was in a different basket. So this is just the inside of our card. So I'm going to put the Let's Celebrate You. I like this. I like this a lot. Let's see. Oh yeah, we want to. So on a piece, you'll get a piece of scrap paper for the happy birthday. Oh no, you're gonna get. I'm gonna punch it out for you. That's right. So if you have this punch, you could punch it on a piece of scrap paper. Let me just close that. You know me, I tend to lean in the ink or drop something in it. So see how great this punches? It fits this little sentiment so perfectly. So you're going to get a punch just like this. I'll show you. I'll just punch that for your kit. And then, let's see, I think that's all our stamping. So now we just have to, we have to color. Why don't we color? All right. Oh, see, I got ink on that already. That's because I left out my stamp. But that's okay. We'll just make do, because I'm not going to do another one. Let me put this inside my card. And like I said, I'm going to make 4 cards. So this may be a little bit long video, but it will be here. If you have to leave and go eat or something, come back, because this, like I said, I'm doing this as a virtual card class, so that people can make the cards if they have the product at home already, or if they want to place an order with me, and I'll send these card kits to them. So I'm just putting the 3-inch circle, oh my goodness, 3-inch square at an angle, and then I'm taking the other one and doing it the opposite angle, just to add a little bit of interest, just like this, right? And I kind of looked at roughly what this shape and this shape, just to kind of get an area that I like, just like that, right? So this is why, remember I said you'll be seeing stuff here and over here and a little here. That's why I said you have to, you know, when you go to do this, if you leave this center area empty, that's fine, but just make sure you go around the edge. All right, now let's see, let's color. Now for her, I call everything her or she or he. All right, I'm going to use some light and dark Memento and the pumpkin pie. And I use this light poppy parade for, I don't know, did I use that or did I use that on a different one? No, I did. I think I used it on her little thing on her head. I don't know what you call that. And then I colored the balloon with light pumpkin pie and a little bit of pumpkin pie. So what I like to do, I know there's a lot of people have different ways of putting on the coloring, right? Different ways of coloring. What I like to do is put down some of the light color, right? And I like to work in small areas. And then I'm going to put down a little bit of the dark color. Sometimes I do the dark first. It all depends. And let's see. And then I'm going to put the dark color down here first. It's all just playing around with it. And you can see what works for you. And then you come back and you kind of do some little small circles. And the alcohol in the two colors, I mean these are the same color but different shades, will actually blend. That's why we call them Stampin' blends. So I'm going to get in that little area there, just like so. And then I'll color this in, and then I'll go back with the dark. Because sometimes I think I like that it gets almost like the idea of watercoloring where you put down water first. So I like putting down the light first and then going back with the dark. I don't really have to close these so sharply each time, but you do. When you are using these, when you're done using them, make sure you hear that snap, right? Because you don't want it to dry out. Because these have alcohol in them, they will dry out fast if it doesn't have that snap. So make sure you hear that little snap. All right, I think, let me see. And I like that sometimes you can just go over it with the same color and make it a little darker. All right, so now I don't want to do anything else on her until this dries a little, because sometimes it'll all bleed. So I'm going to move on to the pumpkin. And like I said, I'm going to put a little bit of pumpkin, the dark pumpkin pie right there. I went and got some ink on there, so maybe I'll be able to cover it with a rhinestone, because I did use a rhinestone on the first one on my sample, but it's in a different area. But I'll go ahead and I'll just move the rhinestone and put it right. I'll end up putting it right there. So I just used a little bit of the dark pumpkin pie to give it some dimension, and all I did, or depth, all I did was kind of see how, I'll put a little more, see how the artist that drew this put some lines there. That's to show where it should be a little bit darker. So you can use whatever the Stampin' Up! Artist did. So see how there's a dot there? I may have to use, I may have to put my dimensional there. So now I'm going to go back with the fine side of my pumpkin pie and do his little legs, little feet, hers, whatever it is. I really don't know my chickens. I don't even know if I'm coloring them the right colors. All right, I'm going to do, I think I did his face, or her face, with the light pumpkin pie. Probably would have been cute with a different color. These were so much fun to play with. I really had fun. I think maybe I didn't use this. Let me see. I want to use it on a piece of scrap because, yeah, I think I did use it on these things. And this is, like I said, this is Light Poppy Parade. I just wanted a little bit darker, And sometimes with blends, you have to go back in and color it a little bit more. Like I'll give it another layer just in case, because they do lighten. So you might want to go back in once you see what it looks like. And I'll get that. All right. I think this was the biggest stamp. So it took the longest for me to color. But the other ones shouldn't go too long. But like I said, I'm doing this like a virtual card class, so it's not my usual. I mean, I know I go live on Fridays, but this today will be a and if you were here from the beginning, you would have heard that this is a virtual card class. It will be here in my Facebook group, but I will also be uploading it to YouTube. So if it's easier for you to find it on YouTube, you can look there. If you order at my online shop, donnasingleton.stampinup.net, if you order anything between now and the end of the month and use that host code 7QKTMFDT, you will get this. Oops, I almost put it on the finished one. You will get this card kit to go free from me. I will have whatever I can die cut, punch, all that for you. I will do so. I'm going to put this little label. But I'm telling you the sizes of everything as we go because you may want to make that. You may already have these stamp sets. You may already have all this paper. And the only thing I don't think I mentioned was this the card base. Card base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'll go through this again in case I didn't say it. These squares are the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper, and they are 3 inches each. I used a piece of scrap paper that is, let's say, about 5.5. Did I do that right? No, 4.5 by maybe at least 2, if not a little bit bigger. Oh, look what I forgot to do. I forgot to do the little tab on the... Actually, it might be covered when I put the bow on. But it's done now, in case the bow falls off, which it won't. We know it won't. So I made this bow ahead of time because for some reason I am, during a live recording, I am not good at bow tying. So I don't know what it is about doing it on camera. Yeah, that little tab wouldn't show it. So I'm going to put this right at the base of the balloon. This is so cute. And I'm going to pull the bottom down, get my ribbon scissors, and just kind of give it a little haircut. Isn't that cute? I just love this card. I love these stamp sets. They're just so cute. Now see, that lightened a little. I'm going to go back in and just give her this light Poppy Parade again. So it's a little bit dark. Oh, I forgot. I almost forgot. We need to fancy it up with some dimensionals. I mean, some rhinestones. So I think I'm going to cover my little black dot. On this card I put it, my sample I did it up here, but I'm putting it lower so I could cover my little ink spot. And then just throw on some rhinestones wherever you feel like it. I tend to put, I got some pearls stuck on there. I tend to put 3 on a card. I don't know why. It makes whoever's looking at its eye bounce around to the... Oh, it fell off. Their eye sure bounced around on that. But it makes the eye bounce around when it picks up that sparkle. But isn't that cute? All right, so that's card number 1. And like I said, she is from the Happy Birthday. For this card, I used everything in this set, right? I used the Happy Birthday. I used the bird with the balloon, and I used the Let's Celebrate You, and then this little bit of confetti. The other cards I may have mixed and matched. And also she was cut out using this die from the Birthday Chick dies, and that's number 158200 if you want to jot it down if you're interested. And the Birthday Chick set is 154464, the stamp set. All right, so that's that. That's our first card. I hope you guys like that. I'm going to leave out those colors there because I believe I'm going to use them. All right, so let's do this blue one. This one's kind of masculine. I like this one because I tend to do a lot of feminine cards. So this is a cute one. All right, so what I used on this one, let me get that kit. All right. So I have my little kit out that I made cut up ahead of time. So I have a piece of Pacific Point for a card base. I love this blue. It's just so nice and bright. And so it's again, all these cards, my card bases for this class are 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I do that because they ship better. I do like making the cards the long skinny ways, but sometimes it's hard to ship those. So I tend to lean towards this for all my card kits. All right, so then all the insides will be what I call a matte of basic white, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And then this is the, I don't know, for the last card, I didn't show you. This was where I got the, this blotchy color, and this stripe is the back of it. You probably saw it when I flipped it over. So see, but this is the ice cream cone designer series paper. This is a really fun set of paper if you don't have it already. It's really fun. It's got a lot of different things to use on. Look at sprinkles and the cone itself. I use this for my ice cream cone, my sweet ice cream class at the beginning of April. So for this one, I use this check, this black and blue and white and gray. I guess that's not a check. What is that called? Hi, Pamela. Hello from Missouri. How are you? Plaid maybe? I don't know what that's called, but I use that is 2.5 by 4. And I also used another piece that's 1/2 inch by 4. Okay, and then I used a piece of real red that is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4, and then I have a piece of basic white that's 2 inches by 3.5, and then you'll also need a scrap to stamp your little chick here. Maybe this is, I don't know my farm animals. Maybe it's a rooster. Now, like I said, I've done a lot ahead of time just to save time. Oh, Pamela, that's so nice. That's so nice of you that you like watching me. I appreciate you saying that. So I went ahead and cut out. So I'm using, this guy came from, I'll show you which stamp set, guy or girl. She came from, because are chickens, like I said, I don't know my farm animals, but chickens, are all chickens female and then the rooster is male? I don't know. But this one, I dressed him up kind of like a little boy. But this chicken is from the Hey Chick stamp set. And then the Let's Celebrate You is from the Hey Birthday Chick. And on the inside, I did the Happy Birthday from the... So I used both stamp sets on this one. And you'll see how I put this balloon, how I got that to work. All right. So, let's see. Where was I just lost my train of thought. Now, if you don't have the dies and don't want to fussy cut it out, see, I have him up on dimensionals. So, lunch break. Hi, Susan. How are you? Welcome. In case you missed it, this is a virtual card class, so it's going to last a little bit longer than my normal 45 minutes or so. So, you're welcome to, if you can't hang out the whole time, you guys, you can come back later. Once it's done, it'll still be on my Facebook channel here, and then later today I'll be putting it on my YouTube channel so that anybody that orders with me through the end of April, from the 16th to the 30th, use that host code, will get one each of these card kits. All right. I think I gave you everything, right? Did I tell you the math? Yes, I did. All right, so let's start by... Now, I stamped him. All right, I'm not going to go do that because you saw me stamp the other one, but I stamped him already. Now, let's do the inside, right? Remember that tall, this one that we just made? We just did a card with that. I'm going to clean it off. I've got my cleaner off to the side. I want to stamp this. I want to put a balloon here, but I don't want that chicken at the end of it. I mean, you could absolutely put it there, but I'm just going to have a balloon flying away. So what I want to do is I'm going to turn my ink pad sideways, and I'm only going to ink up to right about above the bird's, I guess, tail feathers, right? So I only inked up to right about there, and of course I'm using my fingers. I shouldn't. In case you get it on the tail feathers, wipe it off with a baby wipe or something. And then hopefully I only got the balloon. So I'm going to put it right here in the right corner. Perfect. All right. That's done. Now, I have used a black marker. So a black Stampin' Right marker, or any black marker will do, because I wanted to make this a little bit longer. So I very carefully just went and just made a wiggle. Doesn't matter what it looks like, but this is our Stampin' Right marker, basic black, and it has the brush side and it also has the point size like I just used. But these we sell separately, so you can get that separately. And so I have a piece of... Oh, where'd it go? I found it. I thought I dumped everything out, but maybe I didn't. Oh, I hope I didn't lose all the pieces. All right, let's see. No. Oh, here it is. All right, this is going to go across the bottom and a little bit above the... and if you get this, if you shop with me and get this for free, I'll give you... What I like to do is make this bottom piece... Like when I use a piece like a strip across. Now see what I'm doing? I'm using my grid paper. Line it up here and here. I like to make it a little bit longer because then you can just trim it off. If I make it exact, sometimes when you go to put it on, it might be a little crooked. Now, happy birthday. That goes in this top corner up here. All right. And let's see. I stamped our chicken already. Oh, the Let's Celebrate. We've got to stamp Let's Celebrate at the top of this. Like I said, all the die cut pieces, I'm going to show you a way of putting that fence into one. Oh, I kind of rocked that. Oh, it came okay. All right. So, let's color. He's been sitting. In case you're just joining, I stamped all these and cut them out ahead of time, not only to save time, but also to let it sit for a while so that it won't blur, bleed when you color. I like to stamp and let it sit for a little bit. So I am going to put his body in this. This is the light smoky slate, but I did kind of something fun to it. Not fun, but just a little different technique because I wanted it a little lighter in spots to show like highlighting. So I colored the body in. Let me get under his little feathers here of his arm. So I colored the whole body in like this, right? Just with the light. And because I didn't want him too dark. And I don't know if you can see it very well on the camera. Let me hold up the card. But can you see how it's white in some areas? That's because I used the color lifter. And I just went in and just kind of made a spot where I thought it would be kind of, would be nice to have a highlighter. But you can't see it until it kind of bleaches it out. So I'll do that and I'll let it sit. And now I'm going to do the light real red. This end. Light real red. And it's still, light real red is kind of dark. But while it's still semi wet, I'm going to put some dark in, right? And then go back and pull it out so it blends a little. And I'm going to do this little, this won't have much blending up top because it's so little. Right? Such a little area. I don't even think I need to go back over it with, let me do the dark first on this one. I'm not going to go into the little areas with that. I'll pull it down with my light. So, I'm glad you guys can watch me. I hope it's okay that I use my Facebook Live to bring you this little mini virtual card class for the end of the month. I just have so much fun coloring. I feel like a little kid, but I do. I love to. Do you guys like to color? I'm just putting the dark pumpkin pie for his feet. I know somebody should correct me if I'm saying he, and because I asked earlier if anybody knows if all chickens are females. I'm so bad at something like that. I should know. I should know better, but so what he has on him, and I had to put it in one of our plastic bags, is I've already die cut his little bow tie out. So the bow tie, I just thought he was so cute with the little, is from the Birthday Chicks, right? Now, she is from, he or she, whatever, this little bird is from the Hey Chick. And that's where the die set is from the Chick dies. This is a really good die set because it has, I should take it out of so you can see it without a glare. This has like the chicken wire fencing, the die cut for chicken coops, some corn on the cob, the ears with the little green for the outside, the husk, I suppose, some eggs. This is the corn stalk, and then a couple of chickens, of course. Oh, a little sign. It's in a tree stump. It's really cute. I wish I was able to do more with it for this class, but I wanted to try to keep it semi simple. All right, I'm going to take some liquid glue, just a little teeny drop. Ooh, I hope I just didn't knock things. And I'm going to put a little teeny drop on the back of this. You could use a glue dot, but it's such a small spot, and I want a little wiggle room, because that's the good thing about the liquid glue. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room. So I'm just going to put his little bow tie on there. Nobody's answering me. Do you guys not know about chickens either? I really want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. All right, I think I gave you the measurements for these already. It will all be pre-cut in your kit, but if I didn't, I'm pretty sure I did. 2.5 by 4, and the red is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. So this fits on with just a little bit of a frame of red showing, and then our Let's Celebrate. Oh my goodness! See, look at, I'm getting ink everywhere. I think I'll turn it over and stamp that again. Boy, oh boy, I'm a mess today. All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to lean in. Hope my head doesn't get in the way. I guess nobody else knows about chickens. I know I have friends out there that know about chickens. Chickens and roosters. I think chickens are usually female, and I know roosters are male, but I'm just curious about. So this is going to go scented on this. We'll put that down. And like I said, if you don't want to die cut this, you can stamp, because I can't die cut for you. I'm die cutting whatever I can for you. I can't do this for you because you have to stamp the bird first, right? So you need to be able to stamp the bird and then cut him out, because I can't. That's one of the laws with Stampin' Up. One of the rules, I should say. we're not allowed to stamp for you. Unless it's a completed card. Hens are Lori, hi! I didn't know you were here. How you doing? All right, hens are female and roosters are male. Chicken is the bird's name. Oh, you are so smart. Thank you for clarifying that. I really felt stupid. All right, so these are all chickens. Hens. So this is a, I don't know what this is. I think it's a, well, you know, that makes it harder because I'd like to just call them all chickens. I guess they are all chickens. It's not harder. All right. So this is, I'm putting this down at an angle. I did one of my ice cream cards, which those should be going out very soon. They're all packaged, and well, I shouldn't say that. They're all like separated. Oops. I want to put this at an angle, just like that. Kind of like that, right? Just to add a little interest, put things at an angle. And I'm going to show you what I did with this. I took a piece of scrap. But I do appreciate you with that help, Lori, because I really don't know anything about chickens. I don't. I'm sorry. All right, so this is the die from the birthday chick dies. And like I said, this is carrying over, and the stamp set, I believe that, I know the stamp set's carrying over. Let me just look real quick. I can't show you because I'm not allowed to show the inside of the catalog yet. But some of you probably already have it. Where are the dies? I just want to look real quick because I know the, yep, the birthday chick, these dies and this stamp set are carrying over. All right? Not the other one, though. So if you want these, get them soon. All right, so I used the fence from the birthday. I cut 2 of them out, right? But I don't want this little tab on the end of this one. So I'm going to very carefully cut that off like that. I'm just going to send them to you 2 pieces. You can do your cutting, right? Then I took this long skinny piece, right? Because I want to see how I made this go all the way across. But I didn't want to have to, you can put it down and try to line them up, right? It would be fine, but you know, I'm just a little anal about things. So what I did was I turned them upside down. I put a little glue. Oh, that's too much. I put a little glue right there, right? And then I put them next to each other. Well, I took this long piece, right? This little scrap that I just cut onto one side. Can you see what I'm doing? Maybe it's, I probably should zoom in, but, and then I took this up and I used my grid paper and I lined it up and I put this right up against it and I lined up right here. I'm lined up this edge, right? Oh, I glued my fingers to the grid paper. Try this again. Right? I lined it all up so they're all even. Push down on that so that I could make this long piece, right? And I just want to double check it so it's not at an angle. There. So I'm just going to set this to dry. Okay? So I'll set that aside to dry. And I should have done that before. It dries really quick though. Oh, we didn't do our balloon. So the balloon, I'm going to color in. What did I color it in? I think I did this. Let me look. Yes, I did the balloon. So again, I'm going to use the darker color to put some ink down the bottom, and then I'm going to use the lighter. That was Real Red Dark. Now I'm going to use the Real Red Light. I love Stampin' blends. Gosh, I just love coloring with them. Because, you know, I like the Stampin' Right markers, but these you don't get the streak. You know, they just kind of blend in. All right, so that's all done. So I can, it dries really quickly, but I'm just doing this to do it even quicker. And then I'm going to put this on the inside. it on the inside of the good card. Hi, Margaret, watching from Rhode Island. How are you today? All right, so this is going to go on the inside. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. That's going to go on the inside, and I think this is dry enough. See how now I have this long fence? Now you could do the same if you were making a horizontal card and just add whatever you need. So you just have to add a little bit. So I'm using, again, like I said, I'm going to use the liquid glue because it will give me some wiggle room. Too much whenever you're using this, you don't want it to stick out the sides. And again, if you're just joining now, I know I keep saying this, but this will go a little bit longer. We're already into 1 o'clock, but this is going to go a little longer because this is, I'm calling this my virtual card class for the end of the month. So I'm going to put this up a little bit. Oops, I forgot I was putting it over to the side. And I'm going to center it on this page. Just like that. Right? Isn't that cute? I love this little fence. I love that little fence. I know. Silly things get me excited. Alright, so now I want to put some. Now these are our matte black dots. And I'm just curious. I know I showed you that yellow ribbon was retiring. I'm just going to look up and see if these black dots, they should be, I believe these came out in the mini catalog, so they will be around till the end of May, because anything in the middle mini, well, or while supplies last, because anything in the mini catalog is going to stick around till the end of gosh, you guys probably have, most of you probably have your catalog. If you've shopped with me in the past, I sent you a catalog. Why didn't I go too far? I don't think I saw them. So they may be, oh yeah, no. Oh, wait. Hold that. Yes, these are going to be, these are in the new catalog. So they will be sticking around. That's good. So far that yellow ribbon, the yellow ruched ribbon is not sticking around. I do like these black matte dots. I don't know, it's just, sometimes you really just need something black on a card. And you know me, I like things in 3. Oh, that rhymes. Okay, so that card is done. So we have 2 cards done. I don't know where I put the other ones. Oh, I must have just dropped it in the... Oh, here they are. So there's our first one. Oops. First one and second one. All right. We are cruising along. Oh, I think I was talking and I stopped talking. This is a card class to go. So shop with me using that host code at my donnasingleton.stampinup.net through April 30th. And you will get one each of these cards to make. You'll get a kit for each of the cards. Okay, so let's make this purple one next. That was a fun one. So, let me get everything out. All right, so these crazy, I wanted to say crazy cats, but they're chickens. These crazy chickens, there's one each in each of the sets. There's the one eating the cupcake in the Hey Birthday Chick set, and the one that's standing up is from the Hey Chick. And some of you, I think I said this at the beginning, this was a celebration from 2017. I thought it was 2019, but I have my little tag on there from 2017. But this was one of the most popular celebration stamp sets. And I think that's why Stampin' Up! Brought it back. And then they brought this back to coordinate with it. But they're really fun to have. So for this next card, unfortunately, I had to use one from each set. So, you know, if you're going to want to make this card, you're going to have both sets. So, this shape here, see this shape here? This is from, I went outside of the box. And this is called Tasteful Labels. And this comes in this set here. In fact, while I'm showing you, I don't have this labeled. I'll have to get my little Dymo label maker out. It's this shape here. I like to put things away after I'm done with them because they're all over the place. All right, so we have that shape cut out, and we have, let's see, this is a 2.5-inch circle. I punched that out. I'll punch that out for you. All this will be die cut for you. I die cut this happy birthday out. I'm going to show you that too. And you have a little strip. It's 1/2 inch by, I don't know, 2.5 maybe. But you're going to use, let me see. Yeah, it's about 2 1/4. But you're going to cut it down. But I gave you a long way because I like to cut it afterwards for when it's a short thing like this. Now I already stamped and cut out my birds because I wanted the ink to dry. And I use the, let's see, let me get, oh, this circle here, if you're trying to make this at home, this is from the current Brights Designer Series paper bundle, right? It has words on one side and this kind of wood look on the other. But I took this embossing folder. You see how old mine is with the green label. You know it's old. This is, but it's still current. It's the Pinewood Planks embossing folder. So I'm going to do that for you so you don't have to go out and buy an embossing folder. So let me just say, let's see, I do want to tell you, so since the chicks are from different sets, right, the dies are from different. So we have this one cuts out this standing up, oops, upside down, this lady, and the one over here, this cuts out, I'm going to open this up too because it's glaring. If I didn't say so already, thank you for sharing. This one, well, here is our fence from the other one, but this happy birthday die, I use that, and this is the chick. This is the chick that's, you know, eating the cupcake, right? So if you are making a card with both these chicks, you'll have to have both sets of dies because they, maybe because she was so popular in the first set, they decided to make another one like her, make her eating something. So this, you're going to get, if you get this kit, like I said, if you shop with me and you get these for free, I have put it on our, let me grab a piece. I had a whole piece over here, and I just want to show you. This is our, it's called Adhesive Sheets, right? And you get 12 sheets. You get 12 sheets, so it lasts a while. And they're 6 by 12. And they're $10. It's really a good deal. So what I did, right, with these sheets, I put some behind, see it here? It's on here already. You really, so that it's the sticky back. See that? Can you see that? The sticky back is, I don't know why, I was holding it over here. I don't know why. So if I was out of that image area the whole time. So you put this on before you cut things out, right? So that's what I did here. I used the die cut, and I cut the happy birthday out. And they do have like cut lines. See how there's a cut line here, cut line here. But this is such a small thing. I would have had to exactly, you know, line it up right there. So I'll just use my, either my take your pick tool, or if you have one of these tools that we had from, gosh, a while ago, I'm going to use that to get off the backing. But I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to put it on the, oh my goodness, I'm going to put it on the Daffodil Delight for you. So you'll have the adhesive on the back, so you'll just need to pull it off. All right, so on the inside, we just stamped, let's do this because I have to stamp this. And I gotta find the little guy. Where is he? I know I used him. I used him on a couple of these cards. So he's all over the place. Here he is. I found him. So he's going on the inside. And I'm gonna do it now so that he dries. But like I said, the other ones I have already stamped because I'm gonna be blending a lot with them. Not a lot, but I want to blend. I want them to dry a little. I'm going to take this one and stamp, let's see, our little saying that says, have a happy day. So it says, happy birthday, have a happy day. And my my hair might get in the way of this because I'm leaning over. Oh, that came out pretty good. All right. I believe, so you will have to stamp your little guys, these two little birds. And, all right. And what I'm going to do with this is I like to stamp it on a big one, then I cut straight across, straight as possible anyway. You can use your trimmer for this. All right. I have to get a, sorry, I'm looking for a baby wipe because I am covered with ink. Just so messy today. Okay, so we have that done. Let's color these. All right, I'm going to start by coloring the hair. Now, obviously you can do whatever you'd like. I don't know. I decided to do purples. That's my favorite color. I was in a purple mood. So I'm using light Highland Heather, and light purple Posey. And I'm going to go in, I forget now which one's darker. So that's the light purple Posey, because I wanted two different shades, but when I used the same color, they were just too light. I mean, too close. So this is light purple Posey, and this is light Highland Heather. So the light Highland Heather is a little bit darker. So I'm going to start with and I'm going to use the paintbrush side. I'm going to start with the light, and I'm just going to kind of do every other one. And the reason this video is taking longer than I'm online, longer than my usual Facebook Live, is because I wanted this as a kind of like a virtual card class. So I'm going to go over these as I do them. I'm doing a couple of, let's see, let me get a couple of these light. I can always go over. And I think I'll just do one guy at a time. Oop, I want the brush side. Do you guys like to color? I do. So this is a little darker, so I'm just going to go in and, like I said, do like every other one. I just think that this, I don't know, I just love the hair on this bird. So cute. Boy, is my eyesight getting bad, though. Oh, my goodness. I just love this. And then, so this doesn't really have a distinct separation of things. So I'm just going to kind of wing it a little bit. And then I'll go back with this and kind of blend that out so it's not so prominent. And it lightens up, so I'm going to go back and do this is the light purple Posey. It kind of lightens as the alcohol dries. Oh, it's just so cute. I just love these little chickies. All right. Cute. Right? All right, now I'll do this guy. Now, before I do this one, I'm going to go back to my Stampin' Right marker. And, well, actually, I'm going to do it afterwards because I don't want to, I'm going to do a kind of a fake line right here, right, with my purple Posey, the light purple Posey, because I'm going to put a line in there because I want it to be like the a cutoff. All right, so I'll put that, and I'll go back in with the darker. This is the light Highland Heather, but it's darker than the purple Posey. And I'll put a little bit of in there. All right. Just blend it a little. Now I'll go in, I'll let that dry a minute. I'm going to go into, this is the light purple Posey. So I'm going to go in and just do some, I start out by just doing, I didn't like figure out which ones should be dark and light. I just kind of did every other type of thing and just play around with it. Now this will be the dark. Oh, I just think this is so cute. I mean, I'm not a chicken gut person, but this is just so cute. I just love him. Oops. All right, so what I did with this is I just kind of wanted this, oops, not that end, I want the pen end. I just wanted to kind of do like that so that it has an end. Oh, that I should have waited till after I did the yellow, but that's okay. And Again, I'm going to go over with the purple Posey just to kind of bring it back up. Another shade. Okay, because it kind of is fading quite a bit. So I'll just go back, and it turns out that it makes it look like it's, you know, a little bit lighter of a purple, because it goes on kind of pinky and then it lightens. So I would suggest playing around with your colors. All right, and we want to do the bodies. Yellow, well, Daffodil Delight. I'm going to go right up here and go around that beak. I'm going to do like mine. What I like to do is I like to put the light down. Sometimes it's just whatever marker I have open, but I do like to get some, and see I'm putting some of the dark, wherever, am I out of the image? I should go up here. And then I'll go back and with like little curly motions, soften those edges. I don't like to rub too hard on the black. Even though we let this dry for quite a while, I still don't like to rub over it. I'll rub, you know, harder in the areas that don't have the black. And I'll go back in and put a little bit more because it kind of blended out. He's so cute, or she's so cute. All right. But you can just play around and see what works for you as far as putting color down. I kind of, oh, my stomach's growling. It is lunchtime. Past lunchtime. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of dark, and a little bit on his wing, neck, a little under his head there, and then go back with this one, with my swirly. Just be careful, don't rub too hard on the black areas. I think our Whisper White was so much better with blends, but we had to switch to the basic white, which still works good, but I just think that the, as good as it is, it's still a little different than the Whisper White. Oh, I want to put his candle. I probably should do it in the dark. The candle. There. All right, stop jumping. All right, now I'm going to put the legs. We're almost done with this. Okay. I'm just watching. I check in the computer every once in a while. That's off to the side. I want to make sure I say hello if anybody shows up. Do the little beaks and the legs. Now, some people shop with me and don't buy the items for the cards. They just want to shop and they get the card kit. And you know what I noticed? I should put, I'm going to make this orange. Just realized it would look better with a color on it. And I'll wait till after I color that. Now the pink, this color is the light Flirty Flamingo that I'm using. So I put it on the frosting, and then I'll go back with a little bit of dark, and then I'll go back and just kind of blend. Does that look good? I'm going to let that dry for a second, and then I will, gee, I didn't color the candle. I'm going to look and see what I have around that I could use for a color. Here I have, this is light granny apple green. I'm going to just add a little hair of green for the candle. Oh, I forgot her beak. All right, so now I will do this. Good. Good. Oh, I like the candle a little bit green. All right, that's that. All right, let's put this together. I think we're all done with all these. Oh, I might need that. right? And I need that still. Now, whenever I put these away, I kind of make sure I smash them down. I think I need, do I need this? No, we made this, we did the blue chick already, the blue and gray one. So that goes in there. That goes in there. Just want to put everything back. All right, so we have our Highland Heather card base that was 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of purple Posey, which I believe is already gone. So if you get my card kit, you'll get a little bit of purple Posey. And I will emboss this for you. And this goes right on there, just like that. Then I've cut this 2.5-inch circle from the current Designer Series paper. We get new Designer Series paper every year. So this goes right about there, and that's going down flat. This is going to go up on dimensionals. Boy, we're almost done. I'm not used to, this is, I'm going to try to do this more often, like the second part of the month. I'm going to try to anyway. It's one of my ideas. I'll see how it goes for this one. I'm going to try to do like a virtual class like this. I don't print the tutorials like I do my other class that's at the beginning of the month. But I just thought this would be a good virtual card class for the end of the month. So this little lady is going to be from her neck down flat on the on the card, and the top. So I'm going to put some glue on her neck and body, from her, not on her neck, but from her neck down. And then I'm going to put a dimensional on her head. So she's going to go over here, just about there. So she'll get down right that way. So see, her head is about the same height as this Highland Heather label that I cut out. So she's on there. Now this little person is all going to be all up on dimensionals. Little person, this little chick. And I think I shall cut some down. Oops. This, so that I can squeeze it on her legs. And that can go there, and her tail has one. All right. This is driving me nuts, this bent up piece here. Come on. Sometimes that works so good, and then other times just... So now when you put her down, make sure that her tail is going to be inside the card, right? Because you don't want it to be... I think I should have had her over more, but... All right, now this little piece here, I put adhesive on it, right? More towards the top. And then I went in and took a little bit of the skinny part of the dimensional and put it towards the bottom, because it's going to be stuck to the purple, the Highland Heather label, but the rest is going to be up in the air, so we want to just kind of, look at that, cute. All right, that's done. Now the happy birthday. Now remember, I told you I put this, you're going to get this with the, oops, oh my goodness, you're going to get this with adhesive on it. Oh, we have, you know what we have to do? My goodness, we have to get that out of there. That's what we have to do. We forgot, we got to color him. Let me color him first so he can dry. I wouldn't put everything away. I think I just did the dark color of each. So the Highland Heather and the Flirty Flamingo, and then I did the daffodil and the pumpkin pie. So let me do the daffodil first. Oh, I want the little end for this because this is a small little area. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate you watching and spending your lunchtime with me. And if you had to leave, this will be here so you can watch it later. What did I decide to do? Highland Heather, right? Yeah, I think Highland, yeah. So because I'm not doing any blending with this, I just did 2 of the stripes with the Highland Heather. And I'm going to leave that to dry because it's best to work in a different area. You don't want to butt your colors up against each other right away, otherwise they'll blend. So I gave it time for the yellow to dry, and now that I did the pumpkin pie, and now I should be able to go back in that little teeny strip of Flirty Flamingo. That I used Flirty Flamingo Dark. And do a couple of waves for that. I just think he's adorable. Alright, so we just have a couple more things to do on this one. Alright, let's see. We have... Alright, so that is inside. So now we just need to do the happy birthday. So remember what I said, I'm going to give it to you with adhesive on the back. So this offer for these free card kits, to make 1 each of these 4 designs, it will only go until, if you're watching this later on, you only have till April 30th to place an order with me and get them for free. So now that's all stuck. Isn't that cool? So I put it on, like I said, I put the adhesive on the back of the Daffodil Delight and then ran that die through. Look at that, huh? So I'll do that all for you. And now I am looking. Oh, you know what I used on these? Let's see. And they're retiring. Are they still in the box? Yeah, they're still here. These 2020-2022 color enamel dots. I wish they weren't retiring. I love them. And this is because these are our current colors. These colors are sticking around, but I guess we're getting new ones out. New embellishments. But these are the bumblebee color. It goes with the bumblebee. But sometimes maybe I'll just use my, come on, now that I turned it over. Now it's stuck to my finger. These are the bumblebee, but they go fine as, they can pass for Daffodil Delight. We just want a little bit of yellow on here. Just like that. Put one over here. And that one's done. Isn't it cute? I just love these chickies. I just love them. All right. So we have one last card. I'm glad a few of you are still sticking around for it. Let me put that away. And all right, the last card is a quickie. Well, I say a quickie. There's some coloring to do, but all right. So we have a card base of, and I score and cut it, so all this will be cut for you if you're shopping and you get it for free. But I have, where is the rest of it? I know I cut everything. Oh, it's off, just stuck to the side. All right. Just tipped over. All right. Let's see, let me get things out. Okay. All right. So, this shape here is from, it was kind of funny. I was making these cards, and if you guys know, this Stitch So Sweetly set is my absolute favorite set of dies, and I tend to use them a lot. And I thought to myself, when I made this card kit, I thought, wow, I didn't even use any of the Stitch So Sweetly dies. And then I got to the 4th card and I just had to use one. I needed something rectangle and I just cut it out. So I don't know. I guess I just like them too much that I can't not use them. But if you ever if you're ever thinking of shopping and buying a die set that you'll use a lot, I'm telling you, I use this all the time. You get 6 different sized rectangles, and they're scallop and they're stitched. See, look at that stitching. There's the scallop edge and that stitching. I think that you guys can see that. And then you get 6 of those in different shapes and different sizes. And then you get 4 oddball shapes, which are really great. And I swear, if you go back and look at any of my videos, which if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you hit subscribe. Do that now so you don't forget. But I use this in a lot of my videos, and I cracked myself up because I was thinking, oh, I'm not going to use it on this one. And of course I did. All right, so the inside of this is the same little chickie. Oh, I never colored him. We'll have to color him together. I colored the outside one. So as I said before, am I missing one? Chick. I have a missing chick. I have a missing chick, and I know I... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where'd she go? I know I cut her out. Am I going to have to do another one? All right, so she was... Let me just make sure I didn't stick... She didn't. I pulled this out. Maybe she's stuck behind it. No, she's not there. All right, I'll have to find her. Let's see. Oh my goodness. She's this little fat chick. And I know I cut her out. I remember cutting out 2 of everything. Where did she go? Huh. All right, well, I'm going to stamp one. I'm going to stamp one really quick so she has time to dry. All right. Because like I said, I like to stamp them ahead of time and just let them sit to dry. All right, so we'll get her dry. And you know, once I go to do this, I'll find her. It always happens, right? And maybe you guys can see it in front of me and I can't see it, because that happens too. All right, we'll let her sit. All right, now, in your pack, I'm looking now. This was like the last kit. Oh, here we go. Here they are. Oh no, no, that's not her. That's the 1/2 inch piece that I need. Well, she's gone, but we'll figure it out. So she's stamped now, so I'll have to die cut it while I'm making things. So that's fine though, because I'm going over to grab my little mini so that I can die cut that for you. So, and I like to do it now so that I can color her at the same time as everything else. All right, so let's see. 1 second, I'm all discombobulated now that I can't find her. You know I'm going to find her the minute I start doing something else, and I know I'm like I got a lot of noise going on. But anyway, all right, so I'm gonna get this out, and I was looking, I had a little roll of washi tape that I was using because I like to use washi tape that's not really strong. Oh my goodness, you guys, what is happening? Oh, I found the washi tape. I didn't find the little chubby chick, but I have this washi tape. It's probably Stampin' Up, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is. But I like to use a washi, and it's really not sticky, so I like to use a washi tape that's not sticky. And I'm going to take this and the die. Gotta find the die. Now she is from the birthday chick. She's that little fat chick. So this is her right here, right? Yep, that's the right one. All right. Well, I guess you guys get to see my little mini. Isn't this the cutest little thing? I just love it because look at that. It folds up and it's just so cute and little. Let me move this off. Get out of the way. All right. Okay. open it up, put plate number 1 down, and then we're going to use two plate number 2. So I take the washi tape for something like this because, and I hope I'm in the image area. I'm cracking up because I'm going to find, I'm going to find her the minute I do this, but we're going to, and this is good because we're taking plenty of time to dry. So what I like to do is use the washi tape, and like I said, it's washi tape that's not real sticky anymore. I don't know, it's just not sticky. Oops. So then it's going to go on plate number 2, and then you put another plate number 2. So you use 2 of these, and it goes on number 1. Geez, I hope I didn't move it. Well, we'll see. And then you just crank it, crank, and it's so nice and smooth. That little crack is fine, and then you just fold this up, and look at it. Isn't that like the cutest little thing? If you already, I just went to put that on the floor. Guess what I just found? I found her. I told you the minute I did one, I would find it. But that's okay. We have 2 now. Now. Let me put this back so I don't lose it. Doesn't that always happen? You can't find something, so maybe you go and buy it again. And of course you find it the minute you bought it. But that's okay. Now I have 2. Alright, so let's get rid of these. But I love that little big shot. That's so funny. I went and put it on the ground, and there it was. And it also comes with, I'll show you what else it comes with, because it comes with directions, of course. But so you get plate number 1, then you get 2 plate number 2s, because one I use on the bottom for cutting, and then you have to cover it up. And then you have plate number 3, which is for embossing certain, like if you're using a 3D folder, you would use just this without the clear plates. And then, see, they have your plate number 1, and then your embossing folder, and then plate number 3. Now this one is for embossing without, it's thinner than number 3. See, 4 is number, so it's different. This is for the really thick, the 3D embossing folders. This is for regular embossing folders. All right, it says it right on here, use with 3D, and this is with standard. But all these plates come with the machine. It's really cute. I think it's like $60, but I'm so excited that once I go back to my scrapbooking events, it'll be nice to just take that little machine instead of, the big one, the big heavy one. But I have the big, that's like the baby. That's the mini Stampin' Cut. Stampin' Cut and Emboss. And then there's a bigger one. All right, so let's get back to this. And let's get our stamping out of the way. We want to stamp Happy Birthday on this. This is our last card, right? Yes. I just answered myself. So we want to stamp the Happy Birthday. I can't believe she was on the ground. I don't know why I didn't look down there. And it's just on a long strip that's 1/2 inch. And I cut this, I think 3.5, but you don't need it that big. But I cut it that way because I'll show you what I'm going to do with it. So now what I stamped was this. This is your Still a Spring Chicken. And I hope that I can get this without my head getting in the way. So hard to stamp at an angle. That's okay. All right, so the stamping is all done. We have lots of coloring to do, right? We have to color the little chickie and the chubby chick that was disappeared on us. But, so let's color. Let's color real quick. Let's do her first before she disappears again. Did I put away the other yellow? I did. No, that's not it. Where's the box I just put away? All right, I need the yellow. All right, so I'm gonna cover her. Oh, I crack up. I knew I would find her, but I thought it would be like much later. But it always is after you either make something new, get a new one, go and buy something. I couldn't believe it when I looked down and saw it. Oh my gosh. All right, so we'll get her all colored. Just like that. And then I'm going to go back in with the dark. I mean, I'm not wrong. You guys, you know that happens, right? Does that happen to you guys where sure enough you go buy something new because you can't find something, and the minute you buy it new, you find it. It always happens. Happens to me anyway. So I don't know if you noticed, I went back to the original one that I found on the floor because I knew she had been drying for quite some time. Where's the other one? So I just like to, if you're planning on doing some coloring, I would suggest stamp everything that you need to in the memento and then just letting it sit for a while. Because you'll have much better luck with, you'll have much better luck if you let it sit and just let the memento ink really, really dry. All right, I'm gonna put, let's see, well, I'm gonna put her aside for a little bit and color this one because I want the hair to dry. I mean the feathers to dry before I go in with the other colors for that little chick, that little chubby chick. I can't believe I found her on the floor. That's so funny. And I found her when I went to put the little mini on the floor. That's so funny. But that's what happens is, oops, I went to take the cover off. It was already off, and now my fingers are all, my hands all yellow. The hazards of stamping and crafting is the different color. Getting ink everywhere. I'm going to switch to the other side. I'm glad I plugged in my cell as I'm filming this so that I might as well keep going with this little chickie here because I had forgotten to, oh, you know what, we need to, darn, why do I forget this all the time? So I had one on the inside. I want to stamp that while we're doing the rest because that I really, really want it to dry. We did this on the other card, but we'll do them different colors on this one. Yeah, so he's going to have to sit off to the side and dry. But he'll be dry by the time. You just have to be a little more careful. I actually don't think I need to do a blending on this, but I did. So now I'm going to switch to the hat so that I don't want to do the nose yet because they'll blur. And the little hat I did with the Granny Apple Green and the Flirty Flamingo. That was in the last box. Let me go grab that. Okay. So I'm going to do the green stripes. Oh, I think I used the lighter color before. Oh well. The green stripes, and then let that dry, and now I'll switch to the orange. Well, pumpkin, I should say, pumpkin pie. Gotta use the right color names. Okay. Now I can go in and do his beak, or her beak, and legs. Gosh, I hope I'm in the image. Sometimes when I get coloring, I forget to look at the camera and look at the computer. I'm glad some of you are still watching. I know people drop off, but this is a long class because it's a class rather than just my regular Facebook Friday. So now I'm using Light Poppy Parade. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute and chubby. And, oh, maybe that's what I did there. Did I do the Poppy Parade? Maybe I'll just do the Poppy Parade on here since I have it open. It's only a little teeny spot. All right, now her hair. This one's hair. And I'm going to color it the same way I did the other one. Only I'm using Bermuda Bay Light and the Granny Apple Green Dark. All right. So let me go in and put in some green. And like I did before, I'm just going to go and do like every other feather, or whatever. Yeah, I guess these are feathers. It's not really, I called it her hair before, but it's really feathers, right? Same thing, I guess. And then I'll go with the Bermuda Bay. Oh, I opened the wrong side. I want to use the other side. I like to use the fine tip point when it's tinier areas. Cute. What's the weather like where you guys are? It is nice and sunny out today, but I think it is pretty cold. I don't have anywhere to go today, which is good. I'm going to stay in. I'm going to finish this, and I will be doing, getting my other card class, my sweet ice cream class, that finished on the 15th. So that is all cut, and I'm getting it ready to go. I'll probably go to the post office either, if I can get it done, maybe later today, but it'll probably be tomorrow, because I just got one of those Dymo, you know, the Dymo, not the Dymo to make these little labels for my stamps and stuff, but I just got this big one to do shipping labels, so I'm kind of excited about that. But it might be a learning curve, so I might not use it for this particular class. Okay, so this here, see this piece? This is 1 inch by 5. I think I forgot to tell you, but this is I don't even know if I went through all of this yet. So I said all right, let me go back. This is 8.5 by 5.5 Daffodil Delight, scored at 4 1/4, right? I'll say it as I go. I'm going to watch to make sure I'm not dropping anything else. Now this designer series paper, this is 2 inches, 2 inches by 5.5, and that is going to go, this is from the Sweet Ice Cream, or Ice Cream Cone, I think it's called, Ice Cream Cone designer series paper. So this is going to go across the card. I'm going to use my grid paper. I'm going to line it up and find a dotted line and just let it run all the way across, just like that. Then now this piece is 1 inch by 5.5, right? And what I'm going to do, and I will cut these for you if you're getting this card class to go. I'm using the Banner's Pick-a-Punch, because it has these different banner ends that you can punch. And I like to, even though it fits in the slot, I like to turn it upside down and look to see what's cutting, just to make sure it cuts it evenly. And I'll do the other side. And there we have our banner. All right. What I did, just to make these a little cuter, just to give it some... Hi, Lori. I really wasn't paying... Yes, Lori, these chicks are for the second half of April here. All right, so you saw that. That's the Banner's Pick-a-Punch here. See this? This is a different host code. I usually have 2 host codes a month. The first one was for the ice cream cones, the sweet ice cream card class to go, which that was 8 cards. That was 2 each of 8 cards, and you had to spend $35. This one here, you don't, this, oops, I bent that. This one here, I didn't give a minimum order amount. Just place an order before the end of the month, and through the 30th, and you'll get 1 each of these cards. They're really cute. I've really had fun. I mean, I loved the Hey Chicks set. Thanks for asking, Lori. I loved the Hey Chicks. The first one, this original one from Celebration, but now I really love them both together. It's so much fun, especially the tall chick and the these two. They're like sister chicks. You know, so you have to have both stamp sets, because the one eating the cupcake is from Birthday Chick, Hey Birthday Chick, and this one is from just the regular Hey Chick stamp set. So you kind of have to have both. All right, so I was talking while I was doing this. Oh, you're welcome. So this is Flirty Flamingo, and it was 1 inch by 5.5, and then I cut the ends with the Banner Pick-a-Punch. If you're getting this card class, I will cut your ends before I send it. If you're at home watching this and cutting your own paper, and you don't have that punch, just fishtail, you know, banner cut the ends. Where you just go in, I don't even know if I have a piece of, well, this is just scrap, but let's say this was 1 inch. It really doesn't matter, but if you're doing it by hand, you can just cut, and this has a ridge here, but so I'm just playing around. Just cut it in the middle like that, and then you go from corner to that line, and then go back to the other side and corner to that line, and you can get your fishtail. That triple banner punch, you know, I have no, this isn't a triple banner punch, sorry. This is the Banner's Pick Punch. The triple banner punch is retiring. That does similar. Let me see. That one, you could have used that for this too, right? This does all different sizes, and I believe this is retiring. This you put in here like this. And I don't even know what size this is. Probably, oops. And then you punch it and you get the end. Now, I think this is retiring because for some reason in my head I'm thinking to myself, why? But maybe they're letting it retire because they have this Banner's Pick-a-Punch. But I like this because you can do like wide pieces. Oh, not that wide, but you can do wide pieces like this, right? See this? Look at that. That's 2 inches wide. Oops, I had it up. I closed it. But look at this. Oh, I'm not even in the image. Sorry. So you could do wide pieces on this one, right? And look at that. Look at that fishtail. Isn't that great? I mean, you can even do this on a card. Use that, and then look at that. Would be a cool design, right? If you had it on another color. Let's say we did this just for fun. I'm just showing you something. Look at that. Oh, look at it. Fits it right in this that's cool, right? So this, if I'm pretty sure that this is retiring because, of course, now I have to look. Uh-oh, everything's falling. I'm pretty sure. But I have my book marked up, so I'll be able to find it quickly when you get to the punches because, oops, I can't show you the new book. Triple Banner Punch, it's retiring, and it's $23, and, oops, oh, I get excited about things, start knock. If you don't have this one, see, this can do the small ones, and it can do the big ones. This one is only as wide as 1 inch. That's the widest it goes. But if you don't have this one in your craft arsenal, I would suggest getting it because I really like it. And you can do, even though it has, you know, 2 inches, well, this is 2 inches, then it goes down to 1.5, and then down to 1. I drew my own lines in for doing 1/2 inch, which is kind of cool to do small pieces too. But with the small pieces, I tend to do it myself by hand. All right, let's get back to the card. All right, so that's just a sample. Where was I? All right, so I stamped that little confetti with the same color just to give it a subtle little bit background, right? Just a little bit of difference. And that's going to go right centered on here. So yeah, you get one of these. I will ship these beginning of May because I want to wait till April 30th. So I'm going to use my grid paper and eyeball from here, this grid line to that grid line. You know, I lined it up just to get it centered. Now this is going to go up on dimensionals. Did we finish coloring everything? Oh, no, we didn't. We didn't do him, but we didn't do him because I had just stamped him. So let me go in and give him a little bit of color while we talk. I thought maybe you left, Lori, because you hadn't said anything. And you're going to stop by this afternoon, right? Anytime after this video is done, Lori. I just had to get this done, this class. I knew it was going to go over, so I couldn't give you a time. Oh my goodness, it's almost 2 o'clock. Yikes. So yes, if you want to come over later on to get your catalog, that would be fine. Or if you want to wait, if tomorrow is better now that it's getting so late, that's up to you. All right. Yep, let's do this. Let's do his legs. See, I'm calling him a him. I don't know if it's a him. And let's see, I hope the yellow is dry. All right, and then is this what I put on the inside? No, I did. I changed it to this light Poppy Parade. I really love Poppy Parade. It's a nice red. All right, he's done. So let's get back. Let's put him on the inside because that's all done now. I thought this was funny because happy birthday, you're still spring chicken. I thought that was good for somebody that's feeling their oats. No, that's not the saying. Feeling their age. Feeling their oats. Not sowing your oats, Donna. Crazy. All right. So let's put this up on dimensionals. I don't know why I keep putting my dimensionals aside. But yeah, I try to do something the first half of the month. Well, I always have the first half of the month is my card class to go. And I don't even think I have them here. They're out in the other room because they're all ready to go. But that card class was the sweet ice cream. And so the beginning of the month I do a card class to go. And that's, you spend $35 and you can get a kit that that runs, so the 1st to the 15th you shop with me. I give you a host code and I have a card class to go, and you get 8. It makes 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. So we're going to put that Bermuda Bay, and this was the second largest rectangle from the Stitch So Sweetly set. That goes on there. And then I'm going to put this little girl kind of centered, but maybe a little bit to the right. And again, her body, like the last time we used her, from her neck down, oh, I put too much ink, glue. Her neck down is on the card. I'm trying to rush now because I feel bad that this is so long. But you guys can always come back, put it on pause, or this will be on YouTube later, once I have a chance later today. So I'm going to put this right about here, I think, right? Because I think she's going to go, let me just work this out. And the little chick's going to go in the corner. Before I press her down, I want to make sure that I have her in the right spot. Yeah, she's good. Okay. I'm gonna put, oh, I wanted to put a dimensional behind her head. That's what I forgot. So I'll take it off, and I'll use my scissors to hold this. I'll stick it behind her head now. There. Perfect. All right, so she's going to go up. This little chubby one that was missing earlier, she's going to go up. All right, so I lost my train of thought. Where was I? So yeah, I'll start again. So the beginning of the month, the 1st through the 15th, I do a card class to go kit. And I advertise that at the beginning of the month. And you have till the 15th to shop and get that for free. That's 8 cards. That comes with written instructions, printed instructions, and it comes with a video that I upload to YouTube. I record. It's not a Facebook Live. That goes on YouTube. And you get a path for the video. So you get the 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs, those kits, and then you get the printed instructions, and then you get a path, a link to the video to show you how to put them together. Now, if you spend, that's $35 or more when you shop with me. It's Donnasingleton.stampinup.net, and $35 or more gets you that card class to go. That if you spend $50 or more, I usually throw in an embellishment, and usually it's what I use on the cards. Like this past month, I think I used well, not this past month, this month, I used the pastel pearls. So this one I'm going to fishtail on the left side, and I'm just going to do it by, I'll show you like what I was showing you before. I forgot I was doing it by hand here. You can use that little tool, but I'm just going to do it by hand. So I cut up the center, and then I go from either side. And that's going to go right here. Oh, I have to make it a little bit tighter. I'm going to give you a long piece, but I do it, I want it to fit. So let me cut this a little bit more. So the second half of the month, I usually have something else going on from the 15th on. I have a different host code. Like one month I gave you free stuff. I went through and I picked out a bunch of stuff to give you for free if you shopped with me. Another month I did another card class to go. Not a card class to go, another little quickie card class. This month is these cards. So from the 16th to the 30th, shop with me, use that host code, and you'll get this card class to go. I mean this mini virtual card class. Because I'm not giving you printed instructions in this. It's not printed instructions, and there's not a separate video. This is the video. This will be here in my Facebook group, Donna's Creative Space on Facebook, and it will also be on YouTube when after this is all over, I'll upload it. All right, so now this one, I stamped it kind of low, so I am going to trim the top off. There, make it a little bit narrower. You don't have to. Hopefully you'll stamp it better than I did. And I want to use some dimensionals. So I'm only going to put dimensionals on the bottom of this. The top is going to be that, like I said, that what I just did, the seal, or your whatever you're using for a runner. And this is just going to go right in here. So it's got the adhesive on the top, but the dimensional underneath, because it's half on and half off. So now it's the same level as this, because this is on a dimensional. And then I am going to just put some glue, some liquid glue on him. So yeah, this is what I'm going to call a virtual card class. So it's not as much work for me. So I'll just do it quickly on a Facebook page. Well, it's the same amount of work for me. It's just not as many kits that I'm giving out. You get one card kit for each design for this one. So this kit, if you shop before the end of the month, you'll get enough to make one each of these cards. So now I took out our holiday rhinestones, and even though these are like a different kind of green, I use them because when you put the green on the yellow, it kind of gives it that bluey that goes with that. It doesn't work as good when you put it on the Bermuda Bay, but I think it still goes. I think it still works. So I am using it. Oh, I lost the adhesive on the back of that one. I'll have to use a little one. It's jumping away from me. All right, so, oh my goodness. Did I take the, let me make sure I get it with the adhesive. Sometimes if you press it before you get off of there. Let me put him back. See, the glue is still on the plastic. I'll put him back for next time. All right, so that card is done. We got the inside done and the outside. So that's it. So that is everything in this card class. So if you want these card kits, let me get them all out here again. And my goodness. So if you want to get this card class to go, just place an order in my Stampin' Up website, donnasingleton.stampinup.net, and you will get a kit shipped right to you. These will ship right at the beginning of May, because I'll be waiting to see how many people shop now through April 30th, right? And you'll get all the die cuts, all the punches. You will have to stamp anything that needs to be stamped first, like all your chickies. You'll have to stamp those yourself. I can't send you die cuts for those, but I'll send you enough paper to stamp on and cut them out. but I will punch out, I will die cut your fence, I'll die cut this shape here, and I'll die cut the happy birthday, I'll emboss this mat, I will give you a punched circle of that designer series paper. On this card, I will do your banner punch down here. I'll put that Flirty Flamingo strip through my banner punch, and you will also get this scalloped rectangle, right? And the rest of the pieces will be for you to cut, stamp, and cut. This one is just going to be a long 1/2-inch strip because I want you to be able to trim it down yourself, and you'll have to fishtail the end yourself. All right, I think that's all I have to say for this, but that's about it. I think this one's so cute. They're all bright, and I don't know. I wanted one that was a little bit more masculine than the rest. Those are cute. You like these cards, Lori? This was fun. I like when I have fun with a stamp set. And this stamp set was fun. It was both stamp sets. So let me reiterate, we had the happy birthday chick and the hey chick. So the last one I used the little chubby chick from here and the stand-up chick from here and the little egg from the birthday. So I mixed that one. This one was a mix. The tall, cool chick and the one eating well, you probably can't see, the one eating the cupcake. This one is from the old set, but the sentiment is from the new. And this one, I guess I used old and new. Well, no, this one's all new. This is all from the new set. The bird, the confetti in the background. So, but they're really cute. And a lot of you probably already have this one. Will there be a paper instruction? No, there will not be a paper instruction with this. You can refer back to this video. It'll be here on my website, on my Donna's Creative Space Facebook page. And I will also upload it to my Donna's Creative Space channel on YouTube. So you can you'll be able to put it together either from just looking at the cards or just get back to the video. So, any other questions before I end this video? A supply list? No. Nope. This is the virtual card class. I can tell you, you can go back and look at all the different colors that we used. For coloring in, we used Daffodil Delight. We used Bermuda Bay. We used Granny Apple Green. We used Flirty Flamingo, Pumpkin Pie, Purple Posey, Highland Heather, Real Red, Poppy Parade. So no supply list because you'd get everything here. And if you're making it yourself, I gave all the measurements. So that is it for today. And thank you for watching. Any other questions? I think I got both of Lori's. No paper instructions and a supply list. No. All right. So that's it, ladies. Or, oh, I shouldn't say that. There could be a gentleman watching. Take care. Thank you for watching. And if you want to keep in touch with me, go to donnascreativespace.com. That's my blog. And in the top menu, please hit the newsletter, sign up for my newsletter heading, and it will open up a form for you to just send me your email address. And I'll add you to my newsletter. And then if you are shopping for products, I have my stampinup.net site where you can shop. Please use that host code if it's less than $150. If your order is $150 or more, then you can use, you get the host rewards yourself. The die set, Pam, what are you asking about the dies? Oh, so the die sets. So the die sets, the birthday chick dies goes with this, right? You can get it as a bundle right now. In the new catalog, starting May 4th, they will be separate. So you can save 10% by getting it now. This isn't the bundle number, though. You'll have to go online. I don't have it handy, but if you go online and just put in chick, just search chick, and you'll get both of them. So this, you can get this as a bundle, and you can get the chick dies and this as a bundle. This is disappearing, so if you want the dies, If you already have the stamp set, but you want the dies to match, the dies are 158, 199. These are really cool. I wish I had more time to play with some of these other things. I'll be doing that again. I'll be pulling this out again. So that's it. And did I answer your question, Pamela? Oh, I didn't see it in my book. Yeah, this came out. You can go online and search the website because they came out in the mini catalog. This came out in the mini catalog, but I don't think they had the dies right away. Or maybe they did. I forget now. But they didn't have this. The dies came out later on. And the Hey Chick came out later on. So it might not be in your book. You might have to go online and look them up. All right. So go to donnasingleton.stampinup.net. And in the search bar, put in the word chick, and you'll see all of it. They'll come up the bundles and everything to order separately. Because you might have gotten this during Celebration a few years ago and just need to get the dies to go with it so they have it separate so they can do that. And like I said, this is going to be carried over into the new catalog, so it will be in the brand new catalog, which starts May 4th. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you need one, give me a jingle, which I really mean just email me, don't call. Well, you can call, but I'd be happy to be your demonstrator and earn your business. But this will be in the new catalog, separate items, so you can save 10% now by buying them together. Or later on, you'll just won't get the discount. All right, folks, I am going to, oops, any more questions? I think I got everybody's. So have an awesome rest of the weekend. It is Friday afternoon right now when I'm filming this, doing this live, I should say. So I will be uploading this to YouTube later on. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button and subscribe to my Donna's Creative Space channel. I'd really appreciate it. And while you're there, if you happen to like my videos, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that too. Take care. See you soon. Bye-bye.